Welcome to Ann David's Inspiration today, and we've been talking about excellence and how we can rise from mediocrity and attain a level of excellence in our lives, either at a personal level, in our careers, in our families, and even in our relationship with God. And so the other point that I'm going to be talking about today is on benchmarking against the best. In life, obviously, we have people that have risen to a point where they're called household names. How did they get there? I wish I had the time to tell each and every story that I've read or each and every story of people that I've interacted with in way of them attaining the degree of success that they have attained. But because I may not be able to do that within this segment, I will just mention the aspect of us benchmarking against the best. One of the things you need to do if you're going to be able to attain a level of excellence in the area you're in, you should be able to work with people who are best in their field. I know sometimes they are not easy to reach, and for those of you that have tried to get close to the who is who, you know, sometimes some don't even pick the calls, and it can be really a bit discouraging, but you should not be discouraged. I think you should keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until you're able probably to hang around a few of the people that you consider success stories in your life, and then probably, not even probably, it will rub off on you in terms of what did they do to attain the success that they have attained. And then set your targets to the same level as their best results. One of the people that I love listening to called Les Brown says that if you want to be an expert in an area, read several books. In fact, when you read every day a chapter of a particular area, in 5 years' time, you'll be among the top in the world. Of course, probably a scientific research would need to be done to certify that, but maybe to just borrow what he has said, it basically means every day if you put yourself within that area of knowledge to understand. For example, somebody keeps talking about etiquette on a daily basis. They become an expert in the area of etiquette. Another one is talking about health, nutrition. I mean, they become an expert by reading, you know. Reading definitely is powerful. So benchmark against the best of the best. Is it to say that your peers cannot teach you anything? No, that's not what I'm saying. Even the word of God tells us that as iron sharpens iron, and therefore a man sharpens the countenance of another man. So if your person or your friend is gifted in a particular area, they may not be top in the world, they may not even be top in their county, but there's an area they are good at. That person can sharpen you. So don't just ignore the people, the ordinary people, because I've said that you need to benchmark with the best. Now, the next point as we conclude this segment is that believe that you can. Believe you can. There's nothing like defeating yourself. The moment you say, oh, you know, I can't, already you have defeated yourself. It doesn't matter how many people will walk around you or sing around you and tell you can. If you believe that you can, it doesn't matter how many discouragements you'll come across. So long as you believe you can, yes, you can. I remember the story of Ben Carson, who used to be bottom in his class. A great story I've read, and it has inspired me so much. And I remember when he went home, the mom said, no TV, except for weekends, I guess. And every week you must read a book. And for those of you that have read the story, you know. Before long, he was among top. He was, I think, top in his class until the teachers were doubting and asking, is this the same person we've been training? So there's something about waking up and saying, you know what? I'm tired of the status quo. Believe that you can. Believe in yourself. You need to have self-confidence. There's something called self-confidence. If you don't have self-confidence, it doesn't matter. Have you ever had a day that you are not feeling smart, and then your friend tells you, hey, you're looking good, and you're thinking, really? So it's like, yeah, no matter how much you tell me I'm smart, deep down I'm not feeling smart. I think that is where it all starts. Now, once you build your self-confidence and you leverage that self-confidence in line with your goals, then you're heading in the right direction. So please remember, you need to believe in yourself. You need to benchmark against the best. You know, the book of Proverbs 29 says, show me a man that is good in what he does, and I will show you a man that will stand before kings and not before mere men. Other versions will say that a man that will stand before men of low estate. It's amazing how God sometimes, the Bible, classifies us, meaning there are people that will stand before kings, there are people who stand before ordinary men. Another version will say before obscure men. So as we conclude today, ask yourself, where will you stand? Will you stand before kings? Will you stand before mere men? Will you stand before obscure men? What gives us the difference? Show me a man that is good, that is excellent, that is diligent. A woman that is diligent, excellent in what they do. And I will show you a woman that will stand before kings and not before mere men. So as we conclude, please remember to subscribe and remember to also share. If you've liked the video, please share in your circles as we continue talking about excellence. God bless you all.